Amazing, Gavin. You know what? We love connecting with you. We love, of course, Serena's hotels. Because you guys always have something new to share. And I'm not going to give away anything because I know we're talking about Punta Cana, but
Mhm.
I know we talked about your last webinar, but lots of great updates, and you guys always have
Yeah, you'll
amazing
see
things.
more of it coming out, with our e-blast, everything we have on Spoiled Agents. So stay tuned. And then, yeah, talk a little bit about that. But today it's only going to be Punta Cana.
Okay, that's great.
All right. This
No
is Catherine.
problem.
She's in Williamstown, Ontario.
Hello. Let's see, we're just getting everything going here. We're going live, just so you know, Gavin, on Zoom, of
Okay.
course. We're
Thank
going
you.
live. We're already live. We're live over here on Facebook. Hi, everybody.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, we're live over here on LinkedIn and also on YouTube.
Mm. Look at
Just for
that.
you, Gav.
Susan in Niagara Falls. We got Natalie in Cape Breton. Wow. All right. All over Canada. There's
Well, this
Sonia,
is
there's Jen, and Chris.
Brockville. I love Brockville. You know, when I did, Krista, my husband and I, we did the walk through the train tunnel last summer on our way home from Quebec.
Okay. There's Louisa. I'm in Mississauga too. Hello. We got Christine in Ajax.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
pretty.
Paul's downtown, New Brunswick. We
Ethel
got
says
everybody
hello.
today.
Ethel from Facebook says hello, Gavin.
Hello, Ethel.
Hi, everyone. All right. Well, listen, we're over here. Oh, hello, Sonia. Good to see Gavin and Susan. Yes, we saw you a couple weeks ago. Remember, Sonia? We had a nice event we were at with One Caribbeans. That was great. Okay, we're going to start rolling. I just recorded this session. Hello from Newfoundland, Penny. We can always
Hey.
count on our spoiled agents coming out to see our friend Gavin. Gavin, we work really closely with Gavin, of course, who is a business development manager, of course, at Sirenis Hotels and Resorts. Welcome, Gavin.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm glad to be I get spending time with you. Hopefully it's a beautiful day wherever you guys are.
For sure. Well, you're here, so it's a beautiful day.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we have lots of our friends just joining us here live. We've got our friends live on Facebook, Zoom. I mean, you name it. Gavin brings a crowd, that's for sure. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today, whether it's over your coffee break or whether your lunch, wherever you're situated. Because Gavin, we have our spoiled agents across Canada joining you today, which is fabulous. And I know we've got some great things we're going to talk about. So I know we're going to speak about, of course, today the Grand Sirenis Punta Cana Resort and Aquagames. I'll let you get into all that, of course. But I know you've been super generous, and we have a couple of great things to speak about, if that's okay. That you're going to give away to one lucky advisor that tunes in a $50 gift card and a Serenis prize pack. Right, Gav?
Absolutely. That is one of the prizes that we have today. And then later on, I'm going to show you a link. So we've updated our contest that we just finished one for the first half of the year. Now we're going to be promoting this hotel, Grand Sirenis Punta Cana. So all you have to do is complete the survey. And with that, if you do complete it correctly, you will automatically be entered to a chance to win 5 nights, all inclusive at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana.
Amazing, amazing. So I think we all know Gavin Jimenez, who is the business development manager. We love working with you. I'm Susan Kleiman from Spoiled Agent. I think we're going to get started, Gav. But just a couple things, housekeeping, if you will, guys. Our friends over here on Facebook, only Facebook, not Zoom. I know we've got Caesar, Carrie, hey, Guy, Ethel, just to name a few. So I see a lot of you put your email in the comments. Bravo, because that's how we know you're here. And it helps us also give the names in later to Gavin when he does his random draw to qualify for the prizes. Hello, Catherine. All right. So, also, if anyone has any questions on Zoom, please only use the Q&A for questions. We're going to keep the hellos, and I like to say, because you're going to see lots of oohs and ahs today, just in the chat. So any questions in the Q&A? Our friends over here on Facebook, if you guys have a question, just type it in the comments, and I'll make sure I read it out to Gavin as well. As I said, we're live on Zoom, we're live on Facebook, we're live on LinkedIn, and we're live on YouTube. So, Gavin, I know you have a lots of great updates. I'm going to let you get to it, but I want to thank you all. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, and I appreciate the intro, Susan. So, again, everybody, let's get started. And I'm going to bring you over to Punta Cana. So let's share my screen. just to give you what to expect for today. All right. So welcome to the world of Sirenis Hotels and Resorts. So if you're not too familiar, we do offer 8 hotels around the world. And with that, I'm going to be presenting specifically on Punta Cana, but you're also going to find us in Riviera Maya, Mexico, as well as in our home country, which is in Ibiza, Spain, and then followed by Colombia, where we do have now 2 destinations. So not just San Andreas, but Cartagena de Indias, which is our newest destination, where we have a property which we are now managing. You can find Sirenis with all major Canadian tour operators like Air Canada Vacations, Transat, WestJet Sunwing, travel brands. And really, the Sirenis experience, it caters to all types of guests, whether it be families or those traveling as a couple, friends, or group destination weddings. So we're going to begin with Grand Sirenis Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. And just to remind you, if you're not familiar about the whereabouts of this hotel, because a lot of people are in no Punta Cana, but Punta Cana is very big. Our location is on the beaches of Vero Alto. It's only 45 minutes away from the Punta Cana airport. So if you do look at that map, you'll see the sign there, or the symbol for the airport. That's where it's located. There's Punta Cana. There's the world famous Bavaro Beach area. But we're slightly north of that. So we're more northwest, Silvero Alto. It's a beautiful beach. And I'm going to show you some more photos later on. So it's quite accessible, and you'll definitely love what's offered in this area. I'm going to show you a map here of the resort complex. So the official name of the hotel is Grand Sirenis Punta Cana Resort and Aquagames, and that's the name of the water park. The tropical section, so it's really sold as one property, but there are different sections of the hotel, but they're all sold with all the tour operators. So if you do look at the map where the tropical section is located, so that's to the top, that is where the family suites are located, followed by what's known as the Cocktail section, which is right on the bottom. So you look at my arrow there, that's where you're going to find more of the standard rooms, which are the double room categories. We have an adults only room category, if you didn't know, known as the Romance Double Rooms. And that's located off of the main building at the center. So where my arrow is located, they're all garden views. So they're only in the central area of the resort. And they're located here, which is very accessible to the restaurants, the a la carte restaurants, the buffet, as well as all the amenities within the lobby. Also looking at the map too, the entrance, it begins right here at the left. So that's the Avenue Ibiza. There's a water park right at the entrance there. Around that circle, we have a bar area. There's some fountains as well as we have the big Serenus sign, which a lot of people take the pictures. And then over there, you'll see the entrance to the main building where reception is, and then the bars and the restaurants, etc. And then further to the right, you're going to see where the beaches is located, followed by the pools. So let's get started. I'm going to take you away to Punta Cana right now. So I'm going to shut off my camera for the rest of the presentation and then show you a video. And there you have it. That is Grand Sirenis Punta Cana Resort. So looking at our coordinates, so as I mentioned before, the hotel is only 45 minutes away from the Punta Cana International Airport. Other options, if their clients are flying in, La Romana, 90 minutes, the capital, which is Santo Domingo, 3 hours. The rooms in total, there are 818 rooms. They're in different room categories, which I'm going to explain later on. We have three pools, so two being the ones you see over here, which is right off of the beach, plus a pool area at the water park, which is at the Serenis Aquagames water park. Two buffets. There are eight themed a la carte restaurant, which are unlimited dining, reservations required. 13 bars and a coffee and ice cream shop, which is right at the entrance coming into the hotel area. So the accommodation at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana ranges from the standard room category, which is the double room seen over here, followed by the family room suite and the double room romance room, which is adults only. You'll find all of these room categories with Canadian tour operators. And the amenities, they do include your Wi-Fi, there's minibar, which is restocked daily, safe air conditioning, as well as a bathrobe and slippers. One thing to keep in mind with the room service offers here at Serenis, which is also common in Riviera Maya, is that it's only available during the day from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Before or after these hours, there is a charge. Otherwise, if guests want to go to the 24-hour snack bar, of course, they can go over there as well too. So that you do have that option. The next photo you're going to see is just another view of the double room category, which is the standard. So this is with two double beds, or you can get the one king bed, where the maximum occupancy is 4 people. The bathrooms here within the double room categories, additionally with the family suite rooms, they are similar. So it's basically a shower in the bathtub. So it's just basically like a bathtub and shower. It's not separate. This room over here is our most popular one, being the family suites because of the size, as you can book up to 5 people in the room. The bedding includes one king or two double beds, and then a sofa bed in the living room area. In the photo, if you see at the center where my arrow is, that is actually a sliding door. So it does give privacy for families. So it's great for the parents as well as for the kids. And then the bedding can either be the king bed or the two double beds. And there are two TVs. So there's a TV in the main bedroom area, followed by the living room area. So I'll show you on the next slide. So it really is a true suite because it does have that separate room to the living area with a sofa bed. You have that sliding door, and then you can see there is the minibar located within the living room area. Followed by that is the romance double room category. And this is actually my favorite room category, just because I love how it's set up as well as the details. The romance room has one king size bed with a canopy seen here. There's a whirlpool tub and a separate shower. It is maximum occupancy, 2 people, making it perfect for couples really looking for privacy while on vacation. As well, if you're doing a destination wedding, typically the couples would stay here. Maybe anyone else who want that adults only accommodation experience, they can do it here. Honeymooners, or really just those looking to get away, it's perfect. But remember, everybody, this room category is garden view only. Guests do have many food options here in Punta Cana. International choices at the buffets serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a 24-hour snack bar. The photo you see over here is of the Saona Buffet restaurant. The hotel does offer a barbecue and a ceviche bar as well as part of the all-inclusive. So that's another option within what we have for the food and beverage. For the a la carte restaurants, they include the American diner known as Route 66 that you see over here. As well, we have the Italian restaurant known as Cinecittà, Brazilian restaurant La Gira Rodizio, the steakhouse El Rancho. The next photo over here is of the Japanese restaurant known as Ikebana, and of course, that's where you have an option for teppanyaki. You can fit up to, I believe, 10 people, so reservations are always required, and teppanyaki is always the most popular option. This is the Mediterranean restaurant known as Las Barcas, and then the French restaurant known as Le Relais Gourmand. So both these two restaurants, the Mediterranean and the French, very popular for the wedding receptions. And then again, being all unlimited for all of the guests. Don't forget reservations are required and they can be reserved after check-in with the concierge or using the web app. This is La Pergola Bar. So it's one of the 13 bars at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana. Location, what I love about it too, it's really al fresco. It's right at the center of the hotel. You're near the buffet restaurants. During the evenings, you can find live music, dancing. They got some cocktail stands where you can make your own drinks. So for me, I actually like being here more than the theater, just because you have more that it's open area. It's you can really go as you please, and it has a really nice atmosphere. Just watching, people going back and forth here at the lobby. This is the Suma bar known as La Yola, and another popular option for a lot of Canadians. And with our pools, as I mentioned, all close to the beach, there is zero entry. And this is the ice cream and coffee shop. This is towards the entrance. So as you're driving in that avenue, you'll see this close to where we have our outdoor bar. And it's a great place just to cool off or have a nice beverage. And a lot of people actually tend to go here if they want to do some work. It's a great place to do that as well. So as I mentioned before, as you enter the resort on that avenue, we have our shops. We also have a sports bar, the coffee and ice cream shop, as you've seen previously. With that, there's so many facilities for the guests to enjoy. So additionally, you're going to find the large outdoor pools, which with their beach style access, you have a separate children's pool, the Aquagames water park, non-motorized water sports. There are also dedicated days for local vendors to visit and for guests to shop on site if you want to get any, local souvenirs or handicrafts, and then just entertainment throughout the day as part of that experience. As I mentioned before, we are located on Uvero Alto Beach. So it was formerly a coconut plantation. And with that being more of like naturally planted trees, you'll see that natural shade right off of the beach. What I really do like about this area too is that the beach is great for walking, as the resort's a bit more spaced out, even as it compared to Bavra, which is a beautiful beach. However, I like it if you want to do more of like a stroll. It's great for those long walks, or maybe people like to, do jogs along the beach. It's perfect for that. Here is another photo of the beach area, and really the picture explains itself. This is the pool area, so there's plenty of space. There's swim up bars, as I mentioned before. There are some a la carte restaurants close to the pool where they do serve buffet lunches during the day. And then this is the kids club known as Serenos. So it's conveniently located close to the Aquagames water park. Activities throughout the day for children of all ages, but that's ranging from 4 to 12. There's also scheduled activities posted, whether in the lobby or using the web app. And it's not only just in the Serenos Kids Club, but also in the pool area, the beach area. And then there are a lot of activities like our Master Chef Zone. There's a video games nursery. There's a video games area, excuse me. There's a mini cinema as well as a plant nursery. So as I mentioned before, non-motorized water sports are included. There is a diving school which offers 1 hour for free. There are two tennis courts, which does illuminate during the evening. There are pickleball facilities, which we get a lot of requests for. Football or soccer. There's a basketball court as well. Entertainment throughout the day. This is more of the evening show. This is at the El Trago, which is the bar at the theater. And for the nightlife, it's right next to the El Bonche Disco. As part of the resort complex, there is the Serenis Aquagames water park, which is a huge draw for families. All guests staying at our hotel have full access to this attraction. It's either walking distance or there is a short shuttle ride from the lobby area. The Serenis Aquagames offers a swimming pool in the central area of the park, as well as a 10-meter high tower with water tubes, open toboggans, a free fall twister, and there's also an aqua racer with 4-speed slides, which is fantastic for anybody. Here's some more photos. So this one is of the pirate-themed children's area. There are more smaller water slides and splash barrels, which you would see over here. And this is an overview of the Serenas Aquagames water park. So you got that pool area, the splash pad, the pirate-themed area, as well as the slides. What also is very convenient too is that there's a snack bar because if you're spending the whole day there, you can have lunch, so it makes it easier for families, not having to go back and forth. There's chairs areas just to lounge. So there is something for everybody here just to really cool down, and it's a must for anybody coming to our resort. Then we have the spa, which is the Spa and Beauty Center. There are certified staff which offers a wide variety of treatments, massages. You could do something individual or as a couple. And what I really like about it too is that they have different zones. If you're into, let's say, hydrotherapy treatments, so whether it be the 4 sensory showers or the sauna, Turkish bath, a whirlpool with a relaxation area, and then hot beds and a pool. So it's perfect just for a day to relax. And it makes for something extra, especially if you're doing a destination wedding, because they do have areas where they can do, hair and makeup, or for the couples, or even for the wedding party. And of course, this is the beach area for the massages. So one thing I really like about this is that there is privacy because you can, hear the ocean, feel the breeze. There's a window, so it's always nice to have at least having a massage right in the shade, not having to worry about, people around you. You do get that privacy, which is perfect if you're looking for getting a massage right off of the beach. For destination weddings, if you're a specialist or maybe you have any clients that are interested, there's many reasons why you should choose Grand Sirenis Punta Cana for your client's destination wedding. We have an experienced team who can assist in planning the ceremony, so whether it be, let's say, symbolic, legal, or religious. And with all Serenis hotels, the packages are pretty consistent, though pricing is different for each destination. But we have our highest being the presidential, followed by the gold, silver, and there's also vow renewal packages. Keep in mind though, packages are customizable depending on what the couples are looking for, as well as the sizes too. Some ideas on the locations. Typically, when you go to Punta Cana, beachfront location is the most popular. So we have a gazebo area, or you could just be steps away from the water, which is actually sectioned off to get privacy during your ceremony. And then you can even do an outdoor reception right under the stars too, which is another popular option, where it's right next to the snack bar, which is closed during the evening, and it makes for a really nice, memorable experience too. So some ideas on the venues. We had the palapa, there's a gazebo here. And then this is the garden area. So that's another option. And this is actually typically used if your guests are looking to have like a religious ceremony, something that's a bit more enclosed as well. Here's the restaurants. So as I mentioned before, most couples tend to choose either the Mediterranean or the French restaurant for reception, just based on the size as well as it does provide the intimacy. You can have it all private for yourselves, or depending on the package, semi-private, and also based on the size. The last video I'm going to show you here is of a wedding that we had at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana. There is no sound, but this is really what you'd expect or what the ceremonies look like. And this is from a couple who got married with us just over a year ago. So anybody looking at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana for a destination wedding, here is the contact for the weddings manager. Her name is Stephanie, and she'll be able to help you with the package pricing, the quotes, and really her and her team are quite experienced, quite knowledgeable, and will be happy to help you in planning the destination wedding here in Punta Cana. So please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Her email address is weddings.dr@sirenishotels.com. And then lastly, just reminding you about what Serenus does more as like a corporate responsibility as a company. We do have our three fundamental pillars defining our commitments to quality, the environment, and social responsibility for the staff as well as for each one of the countries they do operate into. So it's something that is taken very seriously and is done throughout all of our destinations. So that concludes the presentation today. Here is my contact. So once again, my name is Gavin. I am the Canada Business Development Manager for Serenis Hotels and Resorts. You'll see my email address and telephone number there if you do have any questions. So please feel free to reach out. And as promised, I'm going to share with you the link of our latest survey contest. So this was just launched this month. And Susan will also be promoting this too on Spoiled Agents. So here is that link. So if you do complete this survey, um, it's for travel agents only. You do have a chance to win. So to scan the QR code, we'll also send you the link. This contest ends December 12th, 2025. And the travel agent with the most correct answers will automatically be entered for a chance to win 5 nights, all-inclusive double occupancy at Grand Sirenis Punta Cana. So please take a look at that. And it's only one entry per travel agent. So make sure you do it right to increase your odds of winning. So check that out. And let's get back to Susan if there's any questions.
Amazing, Gavin. Amazing. What, like, the updates are phenomenal. People are like, what a wonderful place to get married. This looks like an amazing resort. Ethel, great presentation, Gavin.
Thank you.
Uh, Debbie on Debbie on Facebook said, "Thanks so much, Gavin. I've taken down your information. Perfect." And if anyone's looking for, fact sheets, Gavin's information, things like that, he's on, of course, our Spoiled Agent supplier page. So you just go down to spoiledagent.com, click on hotels, and then you're going to click on Serena's Hotels and Resorts. And then you can get everything there. So, like I said, Gavin's information, fact sheets, all sorts of different information. So, if you didn't get it here, it's there. I swear. And we're going to update it because Gavin just created this link for you guys to have that chance to win five
Mhm,
nights. Like, that's huge. So,
mhm.
great. So, it's not just the 5 nights, but also today. So, you qualify for that if you fill that out into your survey. Gavin's giving away a $50 gift card and a prize pack from Serena. So, this is keeps going, Gav.
Yeah, of course. We're here to support you and as well as a bit spoiled agent. It's a great tool to have. If I'm not available, you'll find everything on our dedicated page. So wedding
Thank you.
packages, hotel fact sheets, the maps, and you'll find it for all of our other destinations I mentioned here.
So Julie on Facebook said, "Thank you, Gavin. Looking forward to selling this property." Jennifer on Facebook said, "Thank you, Gavin. Great presentation and just stunning." And lots of that, tons of them. Sherry, what a wonderful place to get married. Jacinth on Facebook said that she's actually going to be going to this property in November.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, even if you are traveling out there, please feel
Oh,
free to reach
February.
out, special request, as well as if you maybe want to do a site inspection, I can connect you to our team at the hotel.
Okay, so Jacinth, sorry that she's going in February. You heard that. I popped in Gavin's information throughout the chat here on Zoom, on Facebook. So just reach out to Gavin and he'll try to set you up while you're there to check out the hotel and, get a different feel for it, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so thanks, Gavin from Joanne. So let's get to some questions here, some great questions. Do you
Mhm.
mind? Angela's asking on Zoom if you can go back to the beach again, the beach post, so she can take a look at it. I believe if that's what you're looking for, Angela, right?
You wanted a picture of the beach?
I think
Sure.
so. And
Yeah,
while
let
you're
me.
doing that, Gav, Lisa said on Facebook, I just sent a quote to clients. I think they're going to love it.
Oh, fantastic. They definitely will. That's what we say. You'll love it. All right, so let's get back to some photos of the beach just for your reference.
Okay.
And while I do that, just to remind everybody, we are at what's known as Uvero Alto Beach.
Mm,
That's little bit north of, I call it kind of like the Cape, but you'll see it over there. And it's quite a nice beach with lots of shade and space as well. So yeah, just bear with me here.
I love that beach. I like that area. It just has something very unique about it.
And even as a drive coming out there too, because the highways in Dominican Republic have definitely improved. So even coming out there, you're gonna see a lot of like farmland. There's ranches out there, so you still see a little bit more of like a quieter atmosphere. You don't see a lot of development, so it's actually quite nice driving to our location.
Yeah, that's great. Look at that beach, guys. And like you said, there's palm trees, there's shade, like
Mhm.
it's got it all, Gavin.
Yeah, it really does. And especially for the size of the property being just more of like, I'd say like a medium to large property, just over 800 rooms. And it's quite complete with the services, the facilities too.
Uh, Dana on Zoom said, "Is there a baby club or a teens club?"
Yep. So actually, there are activities. So there are dedicated areas within the Sirenis Kids Club that is available. However, keep in mind, typically ages are from 4 to 12. And then for the younger ones, for the babies from 2 to 4, there are areas as well as dedicated activities. For the teens, it's the same thing too, just because most of the focus of the kids club is 4 to 12, but there are dedicated activities for younger, so babies as well as for teens too.
Okay, great. I just want to mention Facebook only. I see we have some new people on. If you guys don't mind adding your email, so we know that you're here, which just this way we can help, select the names for the winners because Gavin does random draws. So if you guys want to qualify Facebook, if you haven't, only on Facebook, add your email in the comments. Because Zoom, you registered, guys, so we already have your email. Okay. Dana's also asking, does the water slides have age or height restrictions for the larger slides?
Yeah, so let's go back to that. So there are restrictions. A lot of it is based on the safety. So similarly, with the Serenus Aquarium's water park. The ages are typically from 4 to 12. However, because adults can be accepted in there, especially if you are with younger children, the only difference would be more so with height restrictions
Okay.
at the water park. But then when you look at the other activities here, so whether it be more of the, let's say the pirate pool area, or even the splash pad, those are more for the younger children.
Okay. I'm going to hop over to Facebook a question if that's okay, Gav.
Yeah.
Ethel, our friend Ethel, hello Ethel. She said, "What about babysitters for the evenings?"
Yeah, we do have babysitting services. So, should your clients do want to arrange for that, there is additional cost. I don't have the exact number right now. But yeah, if you do have someone interested, just reach out to me and then we can connect you to the guest services and then provide you with the cost. But it is quite common and we do have that service available.
Sure, because sometimes the parents want to get out and go for maybe a little nightcap or something. Okay, Danielle's saying on Zoom. So you said there was pickleball courts and maybe in Punta Cana. So do you know how many? Just a little bit more information on that.
Yeah, so the pickleball courts is actually located within our sporting area. Specifically, I don't have the updates on that one, so I can get back to you on that just because I know some areas are designated between tennis and pickleball. So I have to see which ones have been converted or if it's a brand new court, but it is there, and I can get back to you on that information.
Okay. Hi, Louisa. Just on Zoom, Louisa's asking, do you have like an aerial view of the resort? I know we have the
You know what? I don't really have that. I believe the invitation might have had that. If you've seen it on the invite for the webinar, you will see it.
okay.
However, if you do go on to Spoiled Agent, you will see it. There are many photos, and even within our own media library, where we do have our maps, you'll be able to see more of like an aerial photo of the property.
Okay, great. And I understand because some people just want to see how the layout is, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if it helps too. I'm going to go back to the map because the map will show you. of the layout, but it doesn't really give you a detail of even where the beach location is, but the map kind of gives you where everything is located
Great.
there.
This is like a beautiful resort. I have to say it's been a long time since I was here and it doesn't even look the same. Like, wow. Not that there was anything wrong with it before, but it just looks so fresh and up to
Mhm.
date. Okay, that's great, Louisa. That's a really great idea for you. There you go. Okay, Mike on Zoom is asking, do you allow student groups for spring break?
Really good question. And actually, I'm going to speak for all of these Serenus resorts. Unfortunately, no, student groups are not permitted at this hotel.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Someone's asking, is a credit card required at check-in at this hotel? Clients booked as a package, but wondering if they need a credit card or deposit for check-in. Good question.
Yeah, really good question. So, because they've booked it as a package with you as a travel agent as well as a tour operator, no credit card is required. The only difference if you booked it directly, that's different. But because it's prepaid, credit card is not required, just proof of identification.
Okay. So just going back to the water slides, Dana's asking, this is a big question that she gets because she books a lot of families about the water slides. So do you know the minimum height for the slides? Is it 120 centimeters or 130?
I'd have to check the exact number. I believe it's around. I'm going by feet 410, but I have to get that information for you. I can follow up on the exact number for you.
Okay, and Dana, I've added Gavin's information if you need to reach out to him as well. It's on Spoiled Asian. I've also put in the chat on Zoom, the chat on Facebook. It's everywhere. There's no running, Gavin. We're gonna find you.
Pretty easy to find, actually.
I know you're very accessible. Okay, yeah, he's so accessible. He just did this whole presentation for us in French a few minutes ago. So Gavin, he's got it all going on today. Thank you, Gavin. Lisa's asking, what is the maximum amount of people in a room, and do you offer connecting rooms?
Yeah, so good question. So if you're looking at the standard, which is the double room, maximum occupancy is 4 people. The family suite, it is 5 people. And then the romance double room is 2 people. So connecting rooms, unfortunately, we do not offer that at this hotel.
Okay.
And one thing to remind everybody too, this is a common question I get is if you have, let's say, a mixed group where some people are staying in a double room and some people are staying in a family room, and they ask to be can we be, close together or in the same building. Unfortunately, it's not possible just because, as I mentioned before, there are different sections. The closest is maybe being at a building across from each other, but it would not be possible to be in the same building.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, just a comment. I think it's important to say Holly said on Zoom, Gavin, you are the best BDM out there for
Oh,
responding in a timely and knowledgeable manner.
well,
I have
thank
a
you,
wedding
Holly.
booked at the Grand Sirenis Riviera Maya on April 2026, and my bride is absolutely thrilled.
Oh, well, thank you. And we can't wait to have her down there. Thank you, Holly.
That's amazing. See, these are important things. That's great feedback that, you've got a great team at Serenity. You've got Gavin and the team in Destination. And I mean, it just doesn't stop, right? So that's great. And I know he responds very quickly because we work really closely with Gavin and his team, and he's fabulous to work with for us as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We have a question on Facebook, if that's okay, Gavin.
Mhm.
Jennifer said, where's the romance double room located on the map? So you got the map up. Is
Yeah.
it in the adults only section? She's sorry if she missed it.
Yeah, sure. Let me highlight that for you here. So here's a.
Jennifer, for you on Zoom. Sorry, on
Yeah.
Facebook.
So yeah, just to go over all of the room categories. So the romance double rooms, it's not really an adults only section, but it's actually a part of the main building. So if you see my pointer here, the red,
Okay.
it's actually located right at the edge here of the main building. And what I like about it is that they're only garden view, but when you look at the view, you actually look out towards, it's like having a big courtyard. So you kind of look down towards the garden area, and then you'll see the other buildings. So it's only located here at the edge of the main building. The Grand Sirenis or the Tropical Suite section is where the family rooms are located because they're suites. And then Cocotel is where they have what's known as the standard room, so the double room category right over here.
That's great. That's amazing to show that. That's perfect. So Jennifer on Facebook, I think that answered it for you. Okay. Sonia's asking on Zoom, is there tennis courts and how many? Also, she answered the survey. Wish her good luck.
Well, good luck. Yeah. So, yeah, the tennis courts are actually located. If you see that map over there, it's in our sports area. So it's actually number 13. So there's tennis courts right over there. There are two.
Okay.
A good way to, if you are familiar with the layout of the hotel, it's actually very close to the what's known as the Brazilian, or no, sorry, the that's number 16, the spa. So it's actually right by the spa, right on the corner on the side there. Brazilians on this side. But yeah, it's actually pretty accessible from the spa as well as the lobby area. So if you see that here,
Okay.
it's in like a little corner tucked away.
That's great. Okay, and Jennifer was asking about the romance suite. So she said, "Thank you so much. I sell a lot of adults only. Good to know."
Mhm.
Well, Gavin, you have really wrapped this up with a bow today. Let me tell you that. They love you and they love all your presentations and you really do give really great factual information and I believe everyone here can agree with that. We really appreciate your time. And don't forget, so you have the scan, you guys can enter for the survey. Also, he's if you get email from Gavin, we're gonna give it maybe the end of the week, right, Gav? It's you're a busy guy. If you get an email from Gavin, then you've won the gift card and the prize pack. And everyone here qualifies today.
Absolutely. Everybody qualifies automatically. I'll send you also the links for the survey. And then with that to a link for what's known as our web app. So what I like about it too is that you'll be able to access this map and then even see the schedule. Because there's a lot of people out there who like to, see what the daily activities are. I know, Susan, we talked about this. If you want to look at the menu of the restaurant before you get in, I like the element of surprise, but I know I've been with people. They're like, I want to see what's on the menu. Like
I
so.
like to see what's on the menu, you know me.
But yeah, so you can look at what's on the menu too of the restaurant. So it's a lot of information and it's constantly being updated as well too.
Okay, great. Just a couple things before we just had a couple things pop in. Debbie said on Facebook, "Thank you again. Terrific information to share with clients. That's amazing." And Sonia said, "Gavin, you are the man."
Wow,
She said,
appreciate
"And Susan, I'm the best." Awesome.
much appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for your time today.
No problem. And I know you offer agent rates, correct? Right now?
Yeah, so agent rates are available, and we get a lot of questions about that. So agent rates, right now we only have it available for what's known as our summer season. So from now up until the end of October 31st. So anyone looking for more of like the winter, so November 1 onwards, we are working on that. So if you wanted to stay put, we'll be able to get that more at least towards the fall. I don't know yet, but we're gonna have that published. And yeah, no, we are also doing some FAMs coming up as well too. So stay tuned for more information or that's going to be more focused on Mexico. So stay tuned for that. We'll be discussing that in the future.
Amazing. Look at all this. They love you, all the
See, I
emojis.
mentioned at the end, but yeah, the so stay tuned and we'll be sharing some updates because we're also doing some individual and then in conjunction with the tour operators. Some are like do it yourself.
Oh, great. Okay, Louisa, thanks again. Looking forward to the fam. All right, everyone. Thanks again, Gavin. Again, all the spoiled agents, we really appreciate your time and that you want to learn. And we're here for you, of course, for that aspect. We work with nothing but the best suppliers in the business, like Gavin and his whole team at Sirenis. We really appreciate it. And again, if you get an email from Gavin, open it up, guys. It's really good news. Okay. All
All
right,
right.
Gav.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, Susan.